I'm supposed to be doing um, art and crafting. I'm supposed to be doing crafts. I have a craft fair coming up in, let's see, like 2-ish, 3-ish weeks. We'll call it 3 weeks, a little less than 3 weeks. And um, I should be doing them. I have, let's see, I have these journal covers that, they could use some work. I can zhuzh them up a little bit and make them more like ready to be journal covers. And we might get to doing that later. But first I thought I would just play some Neopets. I don't know how to share my screen though, so I know like I probably should do that. Learn how to do that if I'm going to be playing Neopets. But yeah, I guess I'm not doing that. So these are my pets. This was my first pet, Minxie Trixie. And actually, I played Neopets when I was in high school, and my first Neopet was, I think, called Lil Knee Biter, or maybe it was called, no, I think it was called Lil Knee Biter, and it was a red Ixie. This is a starry Ixie. I used a special paintbrush, and then this is, I got the crystal horns and the crystal tail for it. Then I got sassafras jelly, which is a Zafara. It's just kind of like a kangaroo. I used a special brush on it too, a marble brush. That's why it looks kind of shiny. And then I gave it a special plant tail and a plant like headband thing. Then I just recently got these two. Kaleidoscope Cutie is a Kachik, and that I wanted to do a disco Kachik, but I tried to find a disco paintbrush and I could not find one. And then, so instead of that, I got like the kind of furry suit for it, I guess. Kind of like the onesie, but you could get a head and a body and a tail to make it look like this instead of the regular Kachik. Then I just recently got this Norbu called Dazzle Jamboree. So I'm going to be painting the Dazzle Jamboree with the toy paintbrush, which I just got. And I got it a pet. So, like, something crazy about Neopets. Like, Neopets is crazy. It's all crazy, right? But you can have a pet, which is a pet for your pet. Then you can have a pet, which is a pet for your pet. So so Minxie Trixie, my first one, has a pet, Trinsky, the Cloud Harris. I painted it with a cloud paintbrush, and it has a cootie, which is kind of like I think it's like kind of like lice or like fleas. If you have a pet, so you can't just give it to your pet. You have to wait until it like attaches on like symbiotically. So then Sassafras Jelly has a Jingle Bell, a Christmas Isle, which is kind of like a bunny. And Kaleidoscope Cutie, I didn't name the plushy Mia Mouse yet. And then Dazzle Jamboree, I got this Polar Chuck, which is from the game Snow Muncher, which is one of my favorite games. So what I want to get is, let me see if I can Polar Chuck colors. So I want to get the fairy paintbrush, the fairy pet paintbrush, to make my polar chuck look like this with the wings, and it's kind of making that kind of cute face. So I want to get that. So let's see. I'm going to look up the shop wizard and look up fairy pet paint brush. So I need like 200,000. That's 220. If you keep resubmitting, you can get different, it searches through different shops. So the lowest price I've seen right now is 200,000. So that's probably what I need to have. Yeah, so that one, Nova Dust, is selling one for 200,000. I have 179,000. So I'm going to try to earn some money in games. All right, like I said, I don't know how to share my screen. So I don't know if this is like stupid of me to play Neopets. Okay, just a second. All right. All right. Hello. So, what would be the best way for me to, like, play Neopets, but also show you? Like, also show me? I don't know. Yeah, I could, like, put the camera up to what I'm playing, or I could just talk about it. So, like I said, I'm supposed to be doing crafts today, and the crafts that I should be doing is a ornament journals, like for a Christmas tree. So I might get to that, but I'm still like having my breakfast. So I thought I would play a little Neopets first. So I put this on this way. So let me see if I can put it this way. All right. So this is my favorite game, probably, or one of my favorite games. Ultimate Bullseye. I'm not very good, but I like playing it. So one thing you can do is type catapult in at the beginning of the game, and then you'll get one of these power-ups for free. The other way to get a power-up is to get a bullseye, or to get a, like, a form of a bullseye. This is Punching Bob, who you can fight in the Battle Dome to kind of practice punching. If you hit Punching Bob, you get 5. If you hit the apple on Punching Bob's head, you get 20. Okay, so I overpowered up my arrow. So the first time, like the first round that I play is like for warm up. So you can see I have 0 points already. Or 0 points still, I should say. Okay, I have a point. But sometimes you have to get like your fingers in the right place for being able to play. Like, you have to get used to how much power and like the right angle of the what is this, a winch? Like what is this thing called? A winch? Okay, so I got 15. I usually don't send my score unless I get over 30 or like 29 because I'm not that good. So you can get those balloons even if you completely miss the bullseye. You can still get points by getting the balloon. So you see how I got that one was moving, a moving target. If you get that, it counts as a like you don't get the points of a bullseye, but it counts for getting the bullseye. Or for getting the power up, I mean. So, see, I'm still getting another power up. So this is a 3 arrow. Now you're not able to tell if you're going to get a balloon, but having the 3 arrows for the balloons, that's the best because then you can try to get the balloon as well as the um, bullseye, which I have not been able to do with just a single arrow. I've only been able to do it with the triple arrow. Okay, that was really bad. Okay. Okay, I'm really gonna try to like get the right amount, like enough points so I can actually send a score soon. Okay, so this is the blue one is a backwards bullseye, so you actually, if you get it in the bullseye, you get less points than if you get it on the board. If you completely miss it though, then you get zero, still get 0. But if you get it on the board, you get 10 points. Okay, so I'm getting a little bit better, but not really. Okay, 17. Getting closer. When I miss the balloons, that's when I get the most upset. Okay. This is not the one, but I have a feeling the next one is the one. You know when you have like when you get perceived, it's like it messes everything up like your body doesn't do what it always does. So my husband does this because he has been filming himself drawing a little bit lately to put up on YouTube. And he draws every single day, has no problem. Can draw an elephant in like 5 seconds. So see on that blue one, I got a bullseye, but because it was blue, I got 0 points. So great. Like, why did I get a bullseye? I'm never gonna get a bullseye on the red. Okay, so you can see I'm starting to get like the feel of it a little bit more. Okay, 29, like I said, I'm gonna send that score, and then we're gonna do another game. Alright, I'm gonna turn it back to me. I don't know if that was actually fun for anyone. So, how's everyone doing today? I feel like it's been kind of, I don't know. Oh, that window back there is really bright. I don't know how to get rid of it though. If I just stand like right in front of it. Okay, there we go. There we go. Okay. Oh, there's nobody here. Nobody liked watching Ultimate Bullseye, I guess. So, yeah, YouTube has been taking up a lot of my time lately. I've been making a lot of writing YouTube videos, videos about the writing process and like specifically the outlining process for young adult realistic fiction, which is what I like to write. It could be, it could work for other genres, but I don't actually know. I've never written anything else, so I don't actually know if it would. But I put all my stuff away because I wanted to focus on crafting. But yeah, so that I just on a whim kind of wanted to do that in October on my other channel, which is Sea Monster YK, which is the channel that I have with my husband. We did Vlogtober. And so after Vlogtober and after I was done like editing all those videos because I edited every single day for Vlogtober, um, I because on Vlogtober you can't really like pre-record because like you it's about the day. So like I put up yesterday's vlog like as early as I could the next day. Um, so so I was editing every single day and couldn't I couldn't keep that up forever. I don't know how some people like do that even for their job. I don't know how people vlog every single day and edit. But I wonder if I mean, I know that some people vlog and then have other people edit for them, but there are some people who vlog every day and also do the editing, and that's so much work. It's crazy. But anyway, so I was doing that, and then for November, which is usually NaNoWriMo, which is the National Novel Writing Month. Yes, National Novel Writing Month. I do NaNoWriMo. I write 50,000 words of a fresh story, fresh idea, and I write the 50,000 words. And then I have like, three-quarters of a novel written. So then I was like, well, I shouldn't do that this year because I have too much other stuff going on, and I'm not prepared. Like I didn't use October the way that I usually use October as Preptober, which is when you prep for your novel. You get your outlines ready, you get your ideas down, you get everything ready to sit down and write for the 50,000 words in November. And I wasn't ready for that, and I didn't have an idea quite yet. And I was using my time to outline more because I have a lot of sequels and prequels. They're not really prequels. I'm going to hopefully put them out first and put them out in chronological order. Not chronological order of what I wrote, but chronological order of the story. And so I was like, well, I want to make a lot of outlines for those. So I thought, since I'm going to be doing that anyway, and I have a lot of tips and tricks and like formulas and ideas for how to do that, for how to do outlines, I can share that on YouTube and that'll be easy. I've already, um, like, that is something that I can pre record and then I can just edit them all at once and there'll be short little videos where I explain like what a story circle is and whatnot. And yeah, I mean it took less time. I'm already done with most of them, and it's only what, the 19th today? No, it's the 20th today. So I'm done with all of those, and I just need to do a recap, film a recap, and then uh, edit that. But yeah, it took up some time, and I think mentally I wasn't quite ready to start making crafts for a craft fair for Christmas because, I wasn't in, it was still Halloween. So I wasn't in the Christmas spirits yet. And honestly, I'm still not. I'm thinking about all sorts of other things. Before, like a couple of weekends ago, I did, I had my 20-year high school reunion, and then I had, last weekend, I had a charity art auction that I was part of. So I was asked to make an art piece, donate my art piece, and then uh, put it up for auction. And then all the proceeds from that auction go to the town, and in particular, a community town center, which is where the craft show is. So, like, of course, I want to do my part to help out the building, the community building, and it's a historical building too. So it's like well preserved and everything, but it has, and then like it needs some help with the drainage this year. Last year they needed help with the lights, the lighting. So they always have something that they do this community auction for, and I've been part of it for the last 2 years. So that's where a lot of my focus has been. And my so it was hard to get my head around doing the ornament journals. Now, I spent a lot of the summer making like, you know, uh, full journals, and I have a lot of those ready to go. I don't feel like I need to make more, but I always am wanting to make more and more and more journals. But I didn't think it was a good idea to force myself to make more journals at this time. But I do want to kind of force myself to make the ornament journals because that's kind of a different project. It's a specific project that's only really good for Christmas art shows and stuff. So I thought it was a good idea to do those, and it is. And I've seen other people make some great ornament journals. I know I am capable of doing it too, and I am excited to make them. But it was a little hard to get started. Um, I have a lot of other journal projects started and like running around in my head, so I still like I've gotten like maybe a tenth of the way done with some moon goddess journals. I still want to put up a lot of my journals onto Etsy. I have some fairy journals that I'm like, same thing, like maybe a tenth or even less um, finished with those. I actually have two separate kinds of fairy journals, and I would love to have them done for the I would love to have them done for this craft fair. But you have to pick your battles. You can't make everything that's in your head all the time because, as a creative person, there's always stuff going on in your head, and there's always projects that you've started but haven't finished. And so yeah, it's hard to make those kind of priorities and like figure out what really is the best route. So I think I still have some Christmas full journals from last year. Like I didn't sell all of them, which is good and bad, but it's good right now because that means I already have like some wares to sell. And so I don't have to focus on making those, and I can just focus on making the little journals, which are only going to be this size and this much, just a half inch. So that's going to be easy to do. All right, I think I'm actually done talking. I just wanted to stop on and do that, but I might come back later and actually do some crafting today. I think I just needed to get that out. So thanks for watching. Bye.